the battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. Welcome to Los Angeles Memorial Stadium. It's the UCLA Bruins and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
USC trying to get back to national prominence. They have not been able to crack that college football playoff code. A 9-4 season did show signs of improvement, but it wasn't good enough for fans. They do return quarterback Jaden Mayava. He has shown some talent and composure in the pocket, but USC's got work to do to get back to national relevance. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Trojans offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. The Trojans dominated this matchup last year and took home the victory bell in a blowout.
Yeah, and they were just having fun during that blowout of their cross-city rival last year. David, you could just see it on the faces of the Trojan players, having fun, pummeling UCLA last season.
Yeah, and I can tell you what, as a player in rivalry games, you also don't remember how much fun they had. All the celebrations, you remember all of that every day of the year, and you're coming back and you're trying to change that and do a little celebrating yourself.
Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. Caught by Williams on the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw again. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Trojans will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The Bruins offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. It is on him. He's their best player to make this offense go.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
Holds it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Sends it back in motion. Give to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run inside. It's Knight. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Iamaleava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
And I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback on an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap it.
Breaks a tackle and continues to fight for yards. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Looking downfield. And it's caught. He's loose on the right. He is in. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Makes the catch, and he's free. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Still on his feet at the 45. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Snagged out of the air. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Smith with the grab over the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Bruins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Firing toward the end zone. Finds a man on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Run in the red zone, it's Knight. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UCLA! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bowman. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Mosley. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. Reads it, fires complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Trojans look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw. It's Mayaba. Got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Anderson. Now facing a third and long. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, it's Jordan. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Trojans have it in scoring position on first and goal. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. He's looking to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Looking for the end zone. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Trojans! Great job by the back on the option.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You'd love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Just a step short of midfield as he goes out of bounds, and what a spectacular return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They go to the wide receiver screen. Jumped on top of the pile. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Pulls it in, it's Knight. Maybe a crease. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Bruins peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll run it. It's Knight. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Has it! They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Iamaleava looking for Pater. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quick toss. Touchdown, Bruins! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to start this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Jordan. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him, and the matchups are a problem. You want to put a line?
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Oh, they're after him. He's on the move. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. This offense was a wagon in that first half. They got just about anything they wanted, and it's helped them build this lead. And if this continues, you can all but guarantee a victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Under fire. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. The Bruins will snap it on first and 10. Now Iamaleava. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, USC.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Iamaleava to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Pulls in the deep ball. Finds some room. Touchdown, Bruins. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Rushes on him. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his tight end. Fighting off the defender. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
I know he's got the height and the weight of the tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and 1 play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Makes the catch. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Trojans line up to punt it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Throwing, Imaliava. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab right down the middle. Running free. Touchdown, UCLA. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Barber. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. And they'll knock him down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does, and that'll be a first down. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. First down, 10 yards to go. Plows through the defense. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Got it set up on the outside. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it base. Turning it on! They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Iamaleava. Pressure coming. Going for it all. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. If this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smarter.
To the air, it's Mayava. Got out of trouble and throws. Right on target this time. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 20. Finally, they get him out of bounds. Thought they were going to let him run until he got tired. I don't think he's tired. He's headed to the fourth quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. The corners are walked up tight. In the red area, it's Jordan. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Now it's second and goal. Trying play action. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more.
And he's in! Touchdown, Trojans! Setting up for the extra point and the time.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the UCLA sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Here's Iamaleava to throw. They'll run the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Here's a heat. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. On the ground, it's Jordan.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jordan. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Going to the run, it's Jordan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Back to pass, it's Maiava. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man down the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Hey, 3rd down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, 4th down coming.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good! And guys, they've taken the lead, and now the stage is set for the end of this one.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the 4th quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. Got the first himself. What a way to pick up the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock when you need to get into scoring position.
defensively, the clock late in the game when you're winning, it's your friend. You got to find a way to keep that thing ticking. When you rush the passer, keep that quarterback in the pocket. Make him beat you from in there. You're dropping back in coverage. You got more DBs on the field. You're just trying to let him throw the football, get him.
Snags it, and he's open. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score, like you said, Reese. Work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
And the Bruins come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The run inside. It's Knight. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Iamaleava escapes the pressure to his right. Breaks into the open. He's got enough, and he slides to avoid the punishment, and it'll be a first down. Nice move there on fourth and short. Trying to run, it's Knight. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They go right back to their man on second and goal. Touchdown, Bruins! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's going to run it. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity.
It's a seam wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. The Trojans will snap it on first and 10. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Working that got it first and goal. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got his man on the right. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. This isn't the only victory bell in college football, but it is the one that weighs nearly 300 pounds, and this season it will find its home in Westwood as UCLA takes down USC. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.